Hello, my name is Martin, and this is the Indie Game of the Week, Papers, Please, and thank you for watching. When I sat down a week ago and knew that Papers, Please was going to be my new Indie Game of the Week, I had a curious thought pop into my mind. What genre is this game? On the Steam page it says it's an adventure game, and while that is all well and good, I don't know if that really sums up the game in its entirety. To me, the game is more of a simulator more than anything else. But, well, I guess you'll see what I mean when we actually get into the game. The game was developed and published by 3909 and was released on Steam August 2013. It is now available for purchase. Now, I hate to be late to a party, but in this regard, I am. Paper Please has been out for quite a while. If you've probably seen other reviews on it, maybe you've seen gameplay on it, hell, maybe you even own it. But you know what? That's okay. I just recently got it. It's an amazing game. And I'm going to review it now because, well, what the hell, why not, right? Alright, so Papers, Please is an amazing game. Before I even get started, I'm going to tell you right now, get this game. You will enjoy it. Alright, now I'm going to stop babbling here and actually get into the game. That we're freaking minute in or so. And I'm sure you're wondering, what the hell is Papers, Please? By the way, the starting music is addictive as hell. It gets stuck in your head. God knows I've been in the bathroom going buh, 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 for like hours. Anyways, Papers, Please puts you in the shoes of an Arstotzka border guard or checker, visa guard check, whatever you want to call them. And basically your job is to prevent, I guess you could say, certain people from entering your country, people who fake their identification passes, and etc, etc. This is just kind of an explanation of, well, obviously there's a humongous political message in Papers, Please. And I will kind of lightly touch upon that a little later on. But just to start, I'm going to talk more about the gameplay more than anything else. So yes, we're going to have a Class 8 to Arstotzka, which I actually had to go and Google that. How do you pronounce that? That was hilarious. And yes, apparently that is the correct form of pronunciation. I believe is Arstotzka. I'm pretty sure. Anyway, so what the game basically puts you in the role of a border guard, a guy who has to check passports, making sure that people can't get in who are dissidents of the country. How do you do that? Well, you have an assortment of tools and things to help you do that job. Particularly, you have your Ministry of Admission Rules and Regulations handbook, which has your basic rules and, I guess you could say, information on countries and things that you need to know to help you do your job. So let's just get started here and I'll explain more and more. Basically, you start, it's a very simplistic looking game to start, but trust me when I say it's very much more complicated than that. Alright, so we have a woman here, her name is Teresa here. I don't know how to pronounce her name. She got her passport here. It matches up her name, the date. She was born, she's female, looks just like her. She was born in East Grestin there. Grestin? Yeah, it's Grestin. And it looks like she got her passport. Yeah, it looks like it all matches up. So you basically lean over here. And I will approve her. Now, we are only allowed to currently allow in citizens to the country. No one else. Right now. So basically, anybody else that comes to this gate, we're going to have to deny. But later on, they'll start leaning. The leniency on the borders will kind of loosen up. And they'll start letting, more and more citizens into the country. Alright. Denied. Go away. Arstotzkan citizens only. And the game kind of, like I said, it has a bit of a moral edge to it. There's a story here as well about the country and how it kind of oppresses its people. Let's be honest here. I don't really know the exact... I don't want to say that it's a communist country. I don't really know what the hell kind of country it is. It doesn't really ever say. But the country has a habit of oppressing its own people here. And throughout the game, at least the story mode, because there's two modes to this game, there is a, let's see, this guy, 1109-83. It's not expired, so the passport is good. Let him in. Be on your way, fatso. But the game has kind of like a storyline aspect to it all. And how you react and who comes up to your booth, and it gets really, really crazy. Okay, that guy was just a dink. Get out of here. And I just have to say, I love the style of the game, the way it's all put together. The entire art, the entire thing is all very well done. Her passport is, she's female, looks just like her, and it's not expired. It's from East Creston. It looks fine by me. Go ahead. But yeah, any game that can make checking passports fun has to have something going on for itself. Sorry, dude. You're not coming in today. Get out of here. Be gone. But yeah, basically you're trying to get through as many citizens as you can, because the more people you process through your gate, the more you get paid. See, she looks just like... She looks just like that. Her passport is not expired. Approved. Get out of here. Go. Arstotzka. Next person. But yeah, the game basically, you kind of start off very simplistically, to say the least. And what the game manages to do is it gives you eventually these moral decisions that starts heading your way. For instance, one of my things that kind of hit me hard was a guard falls in love with this girl, but she's not a citizen and she doesn't have all of her papers. So you are presented with the decision to either let her in or deny her, which is just kind of a brutal, gut-wrenching decision, because you get punished for letting people into the country who should not be there. So here we are. We're at the next day now. We finished the day up, but basically you're kind of presented with this other element to the game, which is your family, which is kind of its own problem, because if you, and you will, start messing up and not processing as many citizens, let's say, look, I processed 9, for instance, you're not going to do that every day. You could be like amazing at this game. I process maybe on average 9 or 10 at the most on a really good day. And then you get your money, and then you get your, I guess you could say, your bills, and you could choose to, let's say, not pay for food, not pay for heat. And then, you know, crap like that happens. Because I have it on easy mode, crutch mode, I'm not going to really have any problems with money. I just kind of wanted to show you off the game. So we're just going to go ahead and skip that, pay for everything, and move on to the next day. So here we go, down November 24th, 1982. And now the rules have changed. From today, foreigners with a valid passport are permitted to enter. Your booth's inspection hardware is now installed. Check all passports. Now this is where the game gets interesting. This inspection button here is kind of what changes the game, I guess you could say. Enter inspect mode. You got to basically check the... make sure everything kind of looks legit on their passports. And I'm going to try to do this as best as I can here, just to give you an example of what the game is like. And the game gets more and more complicated. Eventually you get scanners, for God's sakes, to check if the person's... she's from the United Federation here. Let's see. They are from Great Rapid. That all looks legit there. Her passport is not expired, and she looks perfectly fine to me. She's in. Go ahead. Yeah, but eventually the game just gets more and more complicated. You get a scanner, you get a gun. The border becomes more and more crazy as terrorist attacks starts happening. It just goes absolutely balls insane. This guy's passport is expired, as you can see here, 11/15/82. So you basically click on that, and you click on the time and the date. A discrepancy is detected. You basically tell him, hey, your passport is expired. Denied. And that's it. Cold, harsh, get the hell out of my face, go away. And we move on to the next person. But like I said, the game just gets more and more complicated, and it becomes so addictive and fun. It's not even funny. I mean, it's just crazy, not fun. I mean, it's crazy how addictive the game gets, is what I'm trying to say. Let's see, her passport looks all correct. It is her face. It's not expired. She's female. Get out of here. You're good. Next. And like I said, it gets very, very addictive. I got this game, and then suddenly 11 hours had passed. Looks like everything here is pretty much right. I'm going to check if he has his origin correct. Looks like all of this is correct. And what's crazy about this game is that eventually you will know just things as you play the game more and more. You will know which country is correct, the way it's spelled, and everything. And it will just come to you, and you'll just be like, okay, well, this is wrong, this is right. Now, for instance, something is obviously wrong with this guy's picture. This looks nothing like him. Yeah, right, dude. You look nothing like that guy. At all. And eventually, the game gets more complicated. Eventually, you start having to check people's weight down here. If their height matches up. So one of my favorite things about this game is you will get the ugliest dude, and it'll say he's female, and you're like, "What the hell's going on here?" And you'll scan him, and then it'll show you that he has boobs, and it's actually a chick, even though it's a butt ugly dude. But so far we're doing pretty good here. I'd say all in all here on the second day. All in all, I think we are on shift from like 9 to 6 or something like that. And to be honest, I'm surprised it's not more than 12 hours. Everything looks correct here. She's female from Yanko there. Yanko or Inko, what, NQ? Uh-oh. But we had a terrorist attack. This guy can't aim for crap, apparently. Oh, he's dead. Why wouldn't he move? As you can see, the day is cut short by a terrorist attack, guys. And that happens more and more and more. And actually, you eventually get a gun to help you, I guess you could say, counteract those attacks. You can help take down these people. You get a bonus if you shoot them. But yeah, the game just gets really crazy. Eventually, you start having seizing certain passports. The press starts showing up. This, I guess you could say, this terrorist cell shows up at your booth and starts trying to hire you to help them. You can start arresting citizens. It gets really, really crazy, guys. The game is just really addictive as hell, guys. But as you can see now, all foreigners require a valid entry ticket. And the game just gets more and more complicated, more and more complicated. Eventually you have to start matching their description, their fingerprints, and you know what? It's fun. You have to be cunning, you have to pay attention. It's a lot of fun. And it's just, to me, that's shocking, because never have I thought doing this kind of thing would be fun. But it actually does make it very entertaining to do. But all in all, that's kind of what I wanted to show you. There's another mode to the game, which I haven't even accessed yet, which is the endless mode right here, which you can only access through a very specific ending. And that's the other thing. There's I think there's like 14 different endings or something to that effect. Or is it 14 or 10? I'm not really sure. But you get access to those. You can beat the game in different ways. Most of them you end up with a sticky fate, unfortunately. But some of them are, well, different. Some of them you can free your country, you run away with your family. Well, I don't want to spoil it, but some of them are really, really good. Some of them you just die a horrible, horrible death. But, so there you have it. Moral decisions, keen eyes, political discord, family, jobs, almost perhaps way too close to reality. Papers, Please hits near home and makes us think about things outside of our little cube that is our house, but still manages to maintain a high level of entertainment and engagement for such a simplistic looking game. I also happen to think that it is a very important aspect of things is that it makes you think about the world and how it is, and while I don't think every game requires that, I think sometimes we sit in our houses and we play games and forget there's a world out there, guys, that really needs us. And I think this game accomplishes fun, it makes you think, it makes you question your own morals and what would you do in that situation. I don't mean to come off preachy, but there's just, I enjoy this game. I enjoy what it makes me think is what I'm trying to say. So I hope you approve this game. See what I did there? Get this game on Steam. I highly recommend it. Big thanks to the developer for a chance to review this game. As always, share, subscribe, like for more future indie games. I would appreciate it. Thanks for watching, and this has been the Indie Game of the Week, Papers, Please.